Good evening. Wednesday, May, what is it, 17? 17/17. It's 9:47 and I want to go to bed. But I didn't make a video this morning because I got so into working on my website, which is so weird. Um, I wish I could get that caught up in just, writing. Maybe I could write a novel. No, I spent like how many hours? Like 4 hours straight just fiddling with CSS and HTML, trying to teach myself grid view so that I can get things beside each other on the website. I didn't have to work today. Today's my day off in the middle of the week. I haven't been working Wednesdays. I think it's just we haven't had a lot of kids lately. So but I did go and babysit my 1-year-old nephew tonight. My brother and his wife wanted to go see a movie, have dinner, get out of the house without the kids, so I went and stayed there and I just got home. I suppose I could have made a video over there, but it's the kind of thing where, I'm okay with showing a cat on camera, but I'm not going to show my nephew on camera, especially without his parents' permission. So, making the video now. It's not going to be very long. Just to say that my website looks awesome now. I totally changed my mind from what I wanted to do this morning, but it looks better, I think. It's not done. Absolutely not. I will probably spend tomorrow morning working on it as well too. But I don't know, I enjoy it. Like, I love those little fiddly things. My favorite video games are called time management games, and basically they're the games where you plant things and then harvest things and then sell things. You make food and then serve it to customers and collect tips and all of those games. I love all of those games, and I don't know why, because I hate those jobs in real life. But I suppose that's it, right? Like, people love games where they get to shoot people because they don't get to do that in real life, and I love games where I get to run a farm or a restaurant because I don't get to do that in real life. So, but I just love like the little fiddly games. And I love, like fixing the metadata in iTunes. And I love changing file system names and going through all of my text files and sorting them and all of that weird data entry stuff. I just find so much pleasure in it. People call it busy work, right? And it kind of is. Like, you're not actually really doing anything. But I don't know, I love it. One of my very first jobs when I was still in high school, my dad's company hired me during the summer to move all of the data that they had on 3¼ inch floppy disks onto the computer hard drive into a new database system. This was like mid-90s. So I'm talking like those little hard disks. They had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. And all I would do is I would take the disk out, put it in, let it load, take the stuff that was on the disk, drag it, and drop it into a different folder. I did that all day long, and I got paid for it. And I thought that was awesome. When I was in high school, I always thought that a really cool job to be would be a fact checker at like a publishing house or a newspaper or a magazine or something. That was after I read, what's his name? The guy who wrote, no, I can't see it. I know I have one of his books up there. He was like a Bret Easton Ellis contemporary, Jay something. And he made that movie with, he made the movie with Michael J. Fox. Bright Lights, Big City, that's the book. That's the movie. Bright Lights, Big City. Michael J. Fox's character, his job is fact checker at like a New Yorker magazine or something like that. I read that book in high school and I thought that is a really cool job. I would like to do that for a living. And now I kind of do that. I don't do it for a living. I mean, kind of, because I do use the stuff I look up on Wikipedia in my stories, but I would say that the Wikipedia app on my phone has got to be top 5 most used app. I'm constantly looking at Wikipedia for, oh, what was that guy in? Oh, how long has this thing been going on? Oh, when did that start? Oh, what year was that? All of those weird little facts that even like 15 years ago, it was so hard to find that stuff, and now it's super easy. Now we can just look it up. Like, I remember that time before we had all of this information at our fingertips. That's why I used to love, like, reading the Funkin' Wagnalls, what encyclopedias. We had the World Book encyclopedias at school, which are the really big ones that have tons of color pictures in them. I used to love looking at, like, the Time Life collection books, all of that kind of stuff. I used to love reading almanacs and books of lists. Not so much the dictionary, although I did enjoy reading the French dictionary a lot. I suppose because that was more new information. Yeah, I have a whole section here is all reference books. So, it's the kind of thing I love. All those weird little facts and trivias. Anyway, tomorrow I am going to spend a lot more time on my website and hopefully it'll be done. Hopefully I can finish it tomorrow. Kind of feels like I could. Now that I have like the basic layout and everything's working and it looks nice and the CSS isn't breaking on me, now I just gotta fill in the data entry. My gosh, that's exactly what I gotta do tomorrow is the data entry. So I am going to go to bed and I will see you tomorrow.